Hi guys, good to see you again. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all keeping well and have had a good week. Finally, I'm in amongst some bluebells and it's absolutely fantastic. I've been on my travels the last couple of weeks and been peering into various woodlands and stopping and checking them out, and found one or two patchy woodlands with bluebells, but nothing like this. I must say before I forget, thanks to good mate Ed for giving me the heads up on this little copse. It's only a small plantation, but the carpet of bluebells are absolutely fantastic. Must be about, I don't know, at least 100, 150 yards long, this particular avenue that I've found here. But it's not your average sort of bluebell wood really. It's quite a young wood, only young beech trees, so the canopy's only 20 foot tall, I should think. The sun did come out earlier. As you can see, it's dull and overcast now and it is trying to rain. But the sun came out earlier, but it never really made its, shone its light, made its way through the trees as such to give me them nice long shadows. But nonetheless, absolutely fantastic. I'm here for the bluebells really. It's making a lovely scene this. These beech trees are all planted in rows, so it's been quite difficult to find a composition. I've been knelt down and just doing a 360 while I've been knelt down, trying to find a nice composition through the trees at different compositions, but not really worked. So I've settled on this avenue of young beech trees here. Now I've got a third of the frame obviously with the thick bluebells. As you can see, I'm on my hands, I'm on my knees. I've got a nice low angle. I'm on the 70 to 200 at 200 mil. I've got a lovely depth, say it's about 100, 150 yards long I should think. And beech trees side by side leading all the way down, so I've got a lovely leading line. And I've got some nice light coming in halfway along the composition, so that's where my focus point is, where the bluebells are at their brightest if you like. So yeah, nice bit of light coming through. I have got a young self-seeded sapling by the looks of it, a beech sapling, which does just stop your eye initially as it goes up the frame, but not overly, so I'm not too concerned about that. And then of course the lovely lush green fresh leaves. What a lovely contrast it's giving against the blue of the bluebells, and then the nice light grey bark on the beech trees, which is nicely side lit. So yeah, really happy with this frame. So it's took some finding, but and some wet knees, but we got there in the end. I'm at f16 just to get that nice depth and that lovely long depth of field to keep the majority of the bluebells and the beech trees and the leaves all nice and sharp for quite a distance. There is a bit of a breeze on, so I've had to knock the ISO up to 400 just to keep my shutter speed up. I'm currently at 1/8 of a second, which it looks okay on the back of the camera. The bluebells are nice and sharp. They are now, every now and again they're swaying in the breeze a bit, so just trying to keep that shutter speed up a bit, so I'm at ISO 400. But yeah, overall, really chuffed with this image. I don't think we're going to see any more sun now, so going to make the best of it. I've been on the 16 to 35 as well, but I'm more than happy with the 70 to 200 actually, just to get that depth, especially shooting along this avenue of beech trees. So yeah, job's a good one. I have actually brought my 100mm 2.8 macro lens, and I might just try and get, nice close and personal with a bluebell, a flower itself in a minute, I think. So anyway, I'm blabbering on. I'll pop this frame up along with a few others that I've captured whilst I was trying to find a few compositions, and I hope you like them, guys. Well, I've got the 100mm f2.8 macro on, and I'm getting nice and close and personal with these Bluebells now, getting some lovely abstract stuff. I'm at about f8, just to make sure that the whole of the Bluebell is sharp, because these macro lenses are so fantastic. If I was to go down to f2.8 to get a nice shutter speed, a nice quick shutter speed, because it is still quite breezy, and keep the ISO down, literally only one of the petals would be sharp, and I want that the whole flower, the whole Bluebell and all its petals and probably its neighbouring flower to be nice and sharp before it then drops off in the frame. So I've gone up to ISO 1250 for a few frames, because it's gone quite dull and overcast now, just to keep my shutter speed up a bit at f8. I've gone down to f5.6, I've done a few at f4, but obviously at f4 only 2 or 3 of the petals on the bell itself are actually sharp, so I've gone back up to f8 and I say up to f11 for some frames. But yeah, I've got some lovely frames, nice green backdrops. I've got nice and low shooting, you know, up the stem and into the Bluebells themselves. So yeah, and there's still some nice light coming in, and the Bluebells have got nice white edges to them that are really catching the light nicely. So yeah, quite chuffed with that. Something very different, but I've got 3 or 4 nice frames hopefully. I'll pop them up now, guys. Well, the rain is getting quite heavy now, so definitely time to call it a day, but thoroughly enjoyed that. And really nice to get the macro lens out and get close and personal with the Bluebells as well. Nice bit of abstract, always good to do something a bit different. I hope you like them frames anyway, guys, and thanks ever so much for watching. If you could remember to give the video a thumbs up and let YouTube know that you enjoyed the content, it really does help boost the old algorithm on the YouTube. So yeah, if you could give it a like, that'd be much appreciated, and do consider subscribing if you haven't yet to see more of the same content. And yeah, job's a good one. Definitely time to get home now, get in front of the fire, get the feet up and get a coffee on. Thanks ever so much for watching, guys. Take care, catch up soon.